What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Satisfactory, episode 40. Remember how I always said that eventually at some point there's going to be a problem on the logistics line? Well, I found one. Unfortunately, I'm not making enough dark matter crystals to feed everything because, well, since we shut down one of the main ones that was making, I believe, the AI servers, it kind of tanked our production a little bit. So I thought I was making 100 dark matter residue. I'm only making 75. So this is currently making 50. If we head over here next door, if I can get through the door, then we go here. It requires 100. That's 50. This one up here, I tagged this one purple as to make it obsolete because this machine is literally offline at this point. But this one is still going. However, it's only making 25. So, unfortunately, I have to tank this down to 75, which will probably be, what, 7.5, I'm assuming? There we go. So that way it'll actually keep up. We'll get production going back up. We're only going to get 7.5, which is kind of problematic because, well, we're feeding it like 16 different ways, which is not good. The main thing is these. We don't necessarily need them. We need them for our teleportation, which is fine, but we have plenty in there right now. But we're also... I might have to dumb this down because this is making 10. It's taking 7.5, so we're already down there. And we're not getting them anywhere else, I don't believe. Technically, they should be shipping straight through to this side, which then they go across and into here. But thankfully, I changed this up because this was a merger, I believe, along with this one. But then I changed them to splitters to actually feed the most important part that we have going on right now, which is the ballistic warp drives. So this had none in it, pretty much, so we weren't making any. We don't need that much more. We need 170, 169, 168, whatever's out of here, and then we're done. We only need 200. There's nothing left for them. So once this is done, we can actually shut down this chain and actually start feeding it properly, but for the most part, I don't think we need super precision oscillators too much either. But everything's running now, so we ran into a hiccup, which I knew we were going to at some point, but I fixed it, kind of. But for the main part, I think the party's still going on over in the hub, so we're not going to go over there. I'm just trying to figure out what else we can do, because we still don't have enough nuclear cost, I don't think. I think it's close. We're within like 100, I think. And if we're that close, we'll pop it right in, but I'm not sure. Let's see. 8, 850, 900. Okay, 103 left, pretty much. So we're almost there. But I think what this episode is going to be about, I think we're going to try and make an alternative fuel source for the nuclear reactor. We're going to try and do the other one. I'm not sure if we're going to succeed, because I'm not sure how much work I have to put into it, but we're going to take a look at it. We're going to figure it out and figure something out, because there's still recipes to be found with the hard drives, but that's not going to be this episode. And we still have to find Mercer spheres, which also is not going to be this episode. And we're not finishing off Phase 5 this episode, so we might as well do something semi-productive to make better fuel, to make it last longer. Maybe set up another power plant, because I honestly haven't checked the power in a while. And last time, I think we were close to drawing almost all of this, because we were above it. So capacity is 33,000, max consumption is 28, so we have a buffer of like 4,500, 4,000-ish. So we're not doing too bad there, but I like to have more power. So let me go figure out logistics and what I need, and I'll be back. Okay, well, we decided to actually set this up. However, it is going to be a pain and a half, I think, and I misplaced that. Whoops, let's try that again. Awesome. So we don't have as near enough uranium waste being made, but we have stockpiles of it, so we'll be able to make it for a bit. So we'll probably end up changing a lot of the recipe around. However, I decided to do it in the swamp because, number one, I have silica here. Number two, we have the sulfuric acid and the nitric acid here, so we'll be able to pump that in. And then the silica I already have being pumped way over there. And then I'm just going to have, I was going to do a drone station, but I'm actually just going to have a train ported in. It makes sense. It's easier that way. It's not that long of a run, and I'm literally just going to run it underneath. So it's going to be radioactive over in this area, which is fine. Not fine, but you know what? We don't come over here that often, and we're just making plutonium pellets at this point because that's as far as I've gotten with the recipe so far. I don't know how much more we're going to be able to squeeze into this 30-minute video, so this might be a two-parter. But stay tuned. Well, I've set up the train station. It's a really crude one. Unfortunately, I didn't center it straight, so I'm going to have to go back and fix it. I thought it was. However, the tracks are kind of funky, but for right now, it should work. So now I just got to go meet up with the train, add an extra stop. Hopefully, it connects properly, and I actually counted out the amount of cargo containers that I needed, because I believe it was 3. Because I made it offsite because I didn't want to bring the uranium here because it would make the place radioactive. We'd be ticking all the time. We'd be going through all of our masks. So I just made it way over there. I gotta kind of fix it because it's literally just coming right off the top. It's straight down. I wish there was a way to teleport it better than that, because can I see it from here? How bad's it look? Yeah, look. Literally straight off a lip all the way down. Straight down, and then feeds right into the train station. So it's not the prettiest looking thing, but you know what? It's fine. I'll fix it later. We've been trying to be aesthetically pleasing in this game for a while. It's about time where I've actually just thrown something together and called it a working piece of factory, basically. Doesn't need to look pretty. It's uranium. It's messy. It's fine. We're just making fuel. We're going to attempt to make fuel anyway. I'm going to try and get this in 30 minutes, but we're halfway there. Almost. Kind of. We just have to make sure it works. So let me catch a train and I'll see everybody soon. One thing I forgot to mention is make sure you go into your time limit for your train and actually load what you need. It's called nuclear waste? Where is it? Let's just search waste. There it is. Save, and then, so it's going to unload at Lund, or load at Lund, save, and then, is it, I think it's this one. Are we unloading bauxite or loading? I don't know. Unload only, waste. I hope we're at the right station. Save changes. Is this the one we need? I think it might be. Still trying to figure out if we're on the right track. Quite literally. Ludvika. I believe this is correct, because we're unloading bauxite, correct? I believe so. So time table should be good, but it's not showing... Oh! Next station, Lund. Okay. I'll be back hopefully soon if it actually connects. If not, we'll be back here trying to make pellets. So, hopefully it works. Well, here's the moment of truth to see if I actually set it up right. I had to readjust the train track because it technically couldn't get to it, but for some reason the sign, like the arrows were not working, so I had to move the train track a little bit. So that third cargo container and the second one I think should move, I believe. Why is that not unloading? That's not good. Oh, I bet you I don't have it unload. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't get in there. Wait a minute. Hold up. Something's wrong. I might have to take the autopilot off real quick. Because it should be unloading that. So are you going to honk, I bet? Because you're not going to unload, are you? Nope. Okay. Turn off self-driving. Need to look at something really quick. I think this needs to be unload only. That's why. There we are. Let's try this again. I'm going to back up a little bit. Gonna dock ourselves. There we go. Now we're unloading the waste. Now it's gonna turn self-driving back on. I don't know why it's unloading that one now, and it should have in the first place. That was strange. But there goes that, which I don't even remember what that is technically. I should remember, but I can't. However, that is flowing over there, so now that technically should be making it. So let's turn on self-driving again. Bye, my friend, farewell. What is in this? That's right, it's coal, I forgot. Don't get run over by the train. As we're taking tick damage, because if we fly under here, we should see... nothing? Uh-oh. That's right, I didn't set it up. I thought I did. I'll be right back. Okay, we have it set up. I thought I had the conveyor belt going already. I did not. We'll tidy it up later when I get a chance to, but for right now, this should be working, actually. So it's making 33.3 minutes. We do have excess water, which I don't know what to do with yet. But we're going to just put it in a fluid buffer for the time being and kind of deal with it. So we're going to leave it at that. However, we need to come back over here, so now I need uranium waste coming into here as well as the non-fissile material. Why you need both when you just constructed one out of the other, I have no idea. Makes no sense to me, but we're going to go with it. So we're going to drop this here, around this guy over here. Really? It's not going to... I was going to say, that would be really weird if that was the case. Okay, so now we have to drag this, which is now going up into there. I don't... Oh, I can drag it in from underneath. Perfect. So let's make a little lifter here, so that way I know where it's coming through. This is not as much of a headache as I thought it was going to be, thankfully. Not yet, anyway. It might get worse. Not really sure. I'm running out of material, though, which is kind of scary. So, bear with me as I try and struggle to not run out of anything. So I need that there going in, and then we need to split it. I'm falling too fast. Like I said, I'm not sure if we have enough of the uranium waste, because I believe we're only making 20 per on one of the two reactors we have. So we might have to dip into the other area, which means we'll have to send out drones, unfortunately. So this is going to get interesting. I'm going to do this. We got to make it so that it's straight on. Not too bad. I think it's on curve, isn't it? No, it's on straight, but yet it curved. Weird. Okay. Well, that's there. Let's power this. Where is the closest pole over here? I believe. There it is. Excellent. Now, another particle accelerator is going, which is great. Not. See if we don't even have enough in there yet. I might have to toss some summer sloops in there to triple that, or double, or not triple it. I've seen 3, so I thought triple, but double it. I at least want to try and get this going. Can we? Almost there. We need 20 more. Make 10 pellets. And then after pellets, I have no idea. Like, I am stretched for room right here as well. Like, it's insane. But I don't know. We're going to keep going. We're going to try. We are trying to make it. So after this, we need these. So we need pellets and concrete, which is probably the easiest. I don't want to do casings. Even though technically... Wait a minute. We do have... Wait, what? Can we just skip a step? Can we really just skip the step and not make the pellets? Hold up, I'll be right back. So this is where the headache kind of comes in. So we're making enough plutonium pellets to be able to make 5 of these per minute in which we need, but we actually also need to make steel beams, electromagnetic control rods, and heat sinks, which technically we can do here, but we're only going to be making 0.166 per minute, so that's going to be an interesting ratio, because it's going to take a while for them to make, but I believe they do give, 1.5 million megajoules. That's a lot of power. So I think we can kind of be okay with only making 0.166 per minute, so I'm going to go try and set the rest of this up. I'll be back when I do. Okay, well, I have a slight problem. I've gotten the heat sinks, I've gotten the steel beams, we have the casings being made. I need these right here. And they are packed tight, so I don't know how I'm even going to fathom to get this out. I kind of have an idea, so we're going to have to break production chain here really quick. I think this might work out. And everything outside is horrific at best. I have to, unfortunately. I'll fix it later, but I did make this place a little too tight, unfortunately. So hopefully I can put a splitter on here. If not, well, uh-oh. Well, that's not good. How am I going to get into this one? I think I'm just going to have to try this way. I don't know if this is going to work, because it's literally packed in tight here. I did not anticipate for this to happen. I didn't at all. I didn't think I would need anything from here. Well, this is This is going great. Okay, what about this? We'll try it this way. So technically it's still going in there. That's still going there. Now at least we have it split, kind of. Let's see if we can run it this way. We might get lucky here. I don't know how lucky, but it might work. Variables are so fast. Yeah, I'm gonna need plates here, I think. Let's try this. We have to raise it up one. Do I have it on default straight curve? Curve will not work. I need it to have be straight. So raise up one. There we go. Like I said, it's not going to be the prettiest thing, but hey, it works. That's all that matters. So we're going to put a wall here. Thankfully, there's enough room on the factory floor to actually kind of do this, because, well, there's a lot of open space. However, this right here I have to work on, because I meant to stack them on top of each other. I didn't. It's kind of a cluster. It's like a roller coaster. But it's okay because it works, and that's all we're going to go with. So I went curve because, yeah, we are going to bring it out here. Like I said, we don't come over here, so it's okay. Just going to make it work for the time being. We're almost done making these things, and it's not a headache, it's just a matter of being better prepared logistically and having everything actually, you know, going properly, which I definitely do not have right now. Because this is just chaos at best, as you can tell as a build of this. But you know what? Now we're making fuel rods every 361.4 seconds. So what is that, every 5 minutes over 6 minutes, pretty much? Because 300 is 5, so yeah, every 6 minutes we're making one plutonium fuel rod. Which is insane. And I'm sure I could probably adjust this a lot better, but this was a quick build. I'll probably fine-tune it later. But it's okay, right? It's being made. We're technically making the other alternative fuel. I mean, I don't even think I need to put a cargo container on here. Because it's just going to be so slow. And I don't even have any plates anymore. I can't make anything. So I'm going to let this run for probably like hours on hours. And we're still not even going to get half a stack probably. I'm assuming they stack at 50, I want to say, maybe? I can't remember, but the steel beams will be good on. The rods we should be, because I dumbed down the recipe for the turbo motor, so that should be fine. Heat sinks, I believe we should also be fine. And then these are the only issue, because we need 5 per minute, and it's definitely not making that many, I don't think. We are making, oh no, we are making 5 per minute, so we should be okay. I think I kind of want to wait around to see if this actually makes, but that's 6 minutes of just staring at a production screen, so to speak. So we're just going to leave this alone for now. It's gaudy. It looks horrible. It works for now. Literally, it's just making extra fuel, and that's all we really need it for. Like I said, we're probably going to run out of waste anyway, because those 2 nuclear plants are literally only making 20, and it needs 33, so we'll be fine for a bit until we run out. But by that time, we'll have enough power. We'll be able to feed one of those fuel rods into a nuclear plant and have power for days, probably. So that's the only way we gotta look at it. But for right now, I am just gonna head back, see what is left to be done. Hopefully we have the 200 ballistics or the 1,000 nuclear pastas, which are taking forever to make. But what I think I'm gonna do is we're going to fill it, but we're not going to send it off. We're going to continue. I'm going to try and clean that up in the next episode, because I feel like this one was rushed. Just because I didn't know what we were getting into, and I wanted to try and fit it in to a 30-minute span, which I think I could have done a little better. But we're going to leave it at that. It's a work in progress. We're making extra fuel, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter how ugly it is, as long as it works. The ratios are probably off a little bit, but that's okay. And why was it so bright back there and now it's dark here? That was weird. Okay, nuclear pasta. We have to have enough, right? And then I have to start getting rid of stuff. Actually make room, or actually get more stuff to make more stuff, because we have room to get better stuff. Like plates. We need plates. And I need my nuclear pasta, which I believe is right here. Probably not. Yeah, just do. Do you have enough? There's 4, 8, 9, almost. We're so close. We are so close. We are 33 away. And I don't think it'll make it in time for it, so that'll be next episode, loading that. I believe we should be like halfway with the ballistic drives. It should be pretty close. Oh yeah, we're more than halfway. 113. That's actually not that bad. What else is going on here? Still have these being made, which we could probably stop. Because we have plenty of these, I just don't know what they're used for. For later Neural, I believe it is. I always do NUE, not NEU. Okay, yeah, so we're done with these. We don't even need these. I could actually shut this down. We don't need them. There's nothing. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. We are going to look at this. Is it making another one? Okay, we'll wait until this one's done, then we're shutting this down permanently. Because we no longer need it, which means we save on supercomputers, time crystal's not a big deal, fixed trigon's not a big deal, and excited photonic matter, not a big deal. So, we'll wait for this to get done, we'll shut it down, and that is another machine that we can save on power, because 468, that's almost enough to run like starter stuff at the beginning. That's insane how much power. Okay, and with 5 seconds here, I'd say. Let's see if we can get it right on 0. Perfect. It is shut down, just like the AI expansion servers. The neural quantum processors are now done. We have surplus. Actually, you know what? Let's go take a look here. I'm going to take one of these. I don't have one of the servers, unfortunately, but we're going to take this. We're going to see how much it sells for, technically. Or how many points it gives us. I have no idea. I've never actually put these into the Awesome Sync because, well, they are a very delicate part. Because it takes a lot to make them. And I am taking radioactive damage. Why? Oh, the train's right there, that's why. So it's always... There's still a party going on there. That's insane. Okay, let's see here. So what are we at? So 1,160,000. Okay, we'll see. This is gonna go quick, so I gotta be spot on with this, hopefully. Oh, let's just put them all in. What's the worst that could happen? Let's just see. Holy! Okay. That just gave us 2 tickets, I believe? So 8,466 points per minute. That's insane. I'm not going to waste any more, I promise. I would never do anything like that. I think that's probably one of the most expensive parts, in all honesty. Let's see. I mean, if I need to make more, I can. We have it set up, so I'll just shut it down because we literally do not need it anymore. Let's see. 38. Let's do 138. Why not? We already put, what, 41 in there? Let's put more. Let's waste product that we spent hours designing and making the factory for just to wash it away. All of her tickets, because you know what? We're going to buy another statue at some point when we get tickets. I could even feed this thing these and just see how much we get. Because at this point, this is insane. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to clean my inventory. I don't even care anymore. We're tossing everything I can in there that'll fit. I think the trigons can go in there. I think. I'm literally just cleaning house right now. I'm tired of having my inventory look chaotic. It needs... everything's being fed, so that means everything technically is working. I should take the trigons out, though, really quick, and make... I think that'll go, maybe? Yeah. Let's take the trigons out really quick, and upgrade the conveyor belt. There we go. Look at that speed. That is insane. You can't even run against that one. What else can we get rid of? So put that back in there, put that in there, put that in there, that. We're gonna delete that. Power selects we have. How many points are we making? Okay, we had what, 46 tickets, now we're up to 65, so something in there's going extremely slow and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's the quartz. Okay. Of course. Of quartz. There you go. There's a good one. I don't think I can sit here and watch all this go through because it's going to take a while. But we're going to do it anyway, so we're going to watch the points tick up. So we're at 65, 28,230,132 points per minute. That's insane. That is a lot of wasted materials. And I'm okay with that because, well, my inventory is now clean, kind of. We're going to run over here, avoid the music somehow. Even though it makes me want to bop my head. And then we have that, and I think that's it that we can get rid of. Let's put the Mercer Sphere in there. And we already have Power Shards, so we're just going to throw the Power Slug in there. And we just have fuel. I need more of these. As unfortunately, having things that are radioactive around me is kind of draining those quite quickly. Which is absolutely insane. I'm going to go in there and party, but it's way too loud for you guys, so I don't want to deal with it. I could turn it down, but I couldn't find anything in the options to turn that down specifically, so unless it's actually like the music part of it, I could probably turn that down, but yeah. 40 million. Okay, we're climbing. That is insane. We're getting through it, so we're going to get up to these biochemical sculptures, thermal propulsion rockets, and then the neural processors. I think we can probably reach 100 tickets. I hope so. This is kind of insane. I did not expect it to jump that much. Oh yeah, here we go. That probably jumped quite a bit. Nope, still 40.5. Like, the fact that it's up into the millions, though, is absolutely insane. Oh yeah, this is this is giving us literally nothing. Like, a point per one. Can I get rid? I don't want to even get rid of these. You could probably toss a nuke obelisk in there, but it might get stuck. Okay, we're down to the neural quantum processors. Let's go. And so what are we gonna get? Come on, give me 100 tickets. Oh, I went down to 27. And we got 100 tickets. Legit 100 tickets. I emptied my inventory. We went from what, 41 or in the 40s to 100. So we gained like almost 60 tickets. That's insane. And where is the... Where did I put there? It is. What can we buy with 100 tickets? Just to waste them. What is worth 100 tickets? I do need to build this gold nut, though, because that is a Steam achievement, so... I gotta do that a few times over. We could do the lizard doggo. Let's do that. 300 tickets. We're wasting on a doggo. We could waste it on so many better things. I kind of want the confusing creature, though. But we bought the silver hog. Just really quick, is there anything worthwhile that we probably should spend the points on? There is no refund for me buying this. It's once they're gone, they are gone. What can we buy for parts, anything? I don't think we can make anything for the phase 5, I don't believe. Oh look, I can buy neural processors and then throw them back in to make more. Or less, actually, because you'd probably lose. Okay, let's buy the doggo. And add to cart. Buy all. Select Ada.
Congratulations on purchasing this statue. It is a truly spectacular and one-off event. If you believe you have heard this message before, please examine yourself for signs of temporal anomalies.
I mean, I have been going through that teleporter quite often, so it's a strong possibility. I don't know where I want to put my doggo, but we're going to put him right here for right now, because I still don't understand how you place these things. Oh, that one's huge. Oh, no, it's the same size as the other one. I can pick them up. Okay, let's do a nice little screenshot with the doggo here. I need to decouple myself. Thank you. Is there one where I have my hand outstretched? That was the closest one, probably. some of these poses. Oh, we'll do this one. And we'll tab that and go down. The lizard doggo. There we go. That'll probably be the thumbnail, I think. But that is going to call it for this episode, everybody. So thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, give a like, give a subscribe, give a comment. Let me know you're enjoying the content. It helps and goes a long way. Other than that, we are slowly wrapping this series up, and I do have a few ideas of what it is going to take its place. But for right now, I'm going to continue on with this. There's still a few things to do. But for now, I'll see everybody later. Thanks for watching. See you later.